been a long time since I've been on here, and I'm going to make more of an effort to start sharing some of my messages, because I think we're in a current climate where our kids are really starting to struggle with school. They're struggling with their communication with their friends. And one of the biggest things I'm noticing is that they're struggling with problem solving skills. And as parents, we don't always have the best problem solving skills to provide our children with the correct role models or the way in which we want them to gain insight into how to deal with this in the future. Also, there's a lot of teachers that need support in this area as well. So today's message and little reel is all about trying to help you support your child or students with problem solving. So tip number 1 is check your emotions before you walk into the situation. Sometimes we walk in with stress levels, frustrations, agitations, bringing in things that have happened to us during the day or whatever it may be that we bring into a situation. If we are feeling stressed or triggered and we don't realize that as we walk into a situation, we can actually escalate it. We can make judgments about the situation that are not there because of the way we're feeling, and we can actually make the situation worse. So before you walk into an intense situation with children, because they're either arguing, there's been a problem, there's fighting, or they need your help in navigating the challenging situation, just be aware of where you're at. Take some deep breaths as you walk through that situation, and just be mindful that you don't add heat to an already heated situation. Tip number 2, be ready to listen and hear. One of the biggest things that children want from us as the adult is to feel that they've been listened to and heard. We don't have to agree with them, but we actually do need to provide them with that safe space to feel like we are listening to them. We are trying to understand their point of view, and we're trying to hear them. If we do this, this will de-escalate the situation without actually doing anything. Now, my second part to this is not just listening and hearing them, but is also providing the safe space that they get their voice heard without interruptions from others, allowing others to know that they're going to get their turn to be able to communicate what happened in a safe space. But if we can just say to them, I'm here to listen, I'm here to hear, and I'm going to understand, they will calm down straight away. Tip number 3, we don't need to punish or provide consequences to be able to solve the situation or to ensure that the kids have learned something from it. Often we jump to conclusions and we want to solve it quickly, especially in the playground, because we are limited with time. We don't want it to escalate further. So we feel that if we get to the point where they say sorry, then we fix the problem. Actually, that's not what we want to teach our kids. We want to teach them about the process before we actually help them try and find a solution. What we also want to do is we want to provide them the understanding that getting to that solution and the process with which we do it is actually problem solving. That then gives them skills to be able to do that again next time. All we need to see ourselves is as the facilitator. So don't go in with thinking, right, I need to punish them for them to learn. They are learning from you modeling. Okay, tip number 4, regulate before you repair. So often as teachers especially, but I know even as parents, when we get to a situation, it is very heated. Somebody's been either physically hurt, emotionally hurt, someone has said something unkind. So the situation is often heated. Trying to gain any understanding of what has actually gone on is really difficult when our children's nervous systems are offline and they feel that an injustice. All they want to do is fight. They want to actually make the other person pay, but that's not our goal. What we can do in that situation is let's prioritize regulating them and calming them down. And you can say something as simple as, I can see you guys are really upset by this. I would be too. Let's just take a minute and take some space. Let's calm ourselves down, and then we can approach this and I can understand what it is you need from me. My last tip is compassion. Often a child that has done the wrong thing knows they've done the wrong thing. And as an adult, we are in a position of power because we're the one that is coming in to either provide a consequence, fix what the problem is, or make some kind of judgments for them because they're unable to do it. So the child that's done the wrong thing often knows they have. So sometimes it's really powerful to actually provide that child with some support while they're feeling vulnerable. And I'll give you an example. You know what? It's okay to make a mistake. I know that you might have done something that you probably shouldn't have and you're feeling a little bad by it. That's okay. We all make mistakes. And I'm not here to make you feel worse about it. I just really want to work this out so that we can move past it and move through it. That actually de-escalates the situation straight away and makes the victim feel seen because you're supporting them, but also makes the perpetrator feel like, I don't have to lie. I don't have to make excuses for my behavior. All I'm doing here is trying to actually fix it rather than get myself into more trouble.